Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The way to a cheerfully ever later wasn't in that frame of mind for Rachel Lindsay subsequent to featuring on The Unhitched Female. She associated with a man named Brian Abasolo, yet their romantic tale wasn't worked to endure over the extreme long haul. Unhitched male country might have been pulling for them to make it for the long stretch, yet that essentially wasn't possible. Presently, Rachel has been more open than any other time in recent memory about dating, returning herself out there, and continuing on with her personal business. Rachel Lindsay is siphoning the brakes on sentiment. Rachel and Brian reported their separation in January 2024. Following 4 years of marriage, he petitioned for legal separation, referring to hopeless contrasts as the explanation. At the point when they initially met and experienced passionate feelings for On the Unhitched Female in 2017, it appeared they were without a doubt headed in the correct course. Their 2019 wedding day was intensely celebrated by Unhitched male country fans. In any case, Rachel currently appears to be a piece turned not entirely okay by sentiment. She let us know week by week. Truly, it's anything but a concentrate at this moment. I'm simply attempting to traverse it. Then, get at me. Companions and family keep me engaged. I saw this statement a day or two ago about romanticizing life, and it was finding out about cherishing the straightforward things, whether it's going on a walk, whether it's simply being grateful for the air that we inhale, or whether it's very much like chuckling with a companion. I'm truly clutching those minutes since they give me life. At the point when Rachel and Brian previously told the world they were finished, they did as such with the assistance of online entertainment. Brian shared an IG post by means of Reddit that said, "In the event that you've been following me for some time, you know, I could do without to put my own undertakings via online entertainment, and I like to save a place of refuge for our loved ones. A significant number of you know me as a bone and joint specialist and furthermore as a spouse, my proudest job up until this point. After over 4 years of marriage, Rachel and I have settled on the hard decision to head out in different directions and begin again." Reactions from fans about their separation headed down different paths. Some except Brian was just keen on wedding Rachel since he was pursuing distinction. Others are persuaded the marriage fizzled due to a disloyalty of some kind. Others are profoundly irritated by his solicitation for spousal help. Some stalwart lone wolf country fans have even communicated their trouble about the separation since they were pulling for the couple to remain together. Despite how unhitched male country fans feel about Rachel and Brian's separation, one thing we currently know for certain is that Rachel isn't keen on dating him or anybody at this crossroads. What is your take of Rachel's most recent confirmation about being absolutely impartial in sentiment following her separation? Tell us your contemplations in the remarks segment underneath. Has opportunity and energy to date when you're midriff somewhere down in a separation? That is the lamentable reality for the single woman alum Rachel Lindsay. In a new meeting, she focused on her dating life, or deficiency in that department. In the midst of her muddled split from Brian Abasolo, her needs are somewhere else. Rather than attempting to track down a swap for Brian, she's attempting to deal with herself. Rachel and Brian threw in the towel recently, following 4 years of marriage. Brian at first recorded, and from that point forward, they'd been snared in a fight over funds. As per Brian, he's destitute and needing spousal help. Rachel employed a top separation lawyer to assist her with exploring it, yet it's actually been a quarrelsome cycle. Meanwhile, Rachel let us know week after week that dating is off the table at the present time. Brian is as yet involving a ton of her experience with this separation, and she's attempting to focus on self-strengthening. Truly, it's anything but a concentrate at the present time, Rachel said about dating. I'm simply attempting to traverse it. Then, at that point, get at me. Overcoming it appears to be unique for everybody. For Rachel, she at first felt uncovered and defenseless following the separation. She struggled with figuring out her new life and said it was a day-to-day battle. Since some time has elapsed, she's crawling her direction towards a more certain mentality. She needn't bother with an individual for that. companions, and family keep me enabled, Rachel made sense of. I saw this statement a few days ago about romanticizing life, and it was finding out about cherishing the straightforward things, whether it's going on a walk, whether it's simply being grateful for the air that we inhale, or whether it's very much like giggling with a companion. Brian, 43, proposed to Rachel, 38, during the season 13 finale, following her separation with next in line Peter Krause. As indicated by new archives acquired by The Impact, Brian has mentioned spousal help subsequent to deciding to end their marriage because of hopeless contrasts. Brian likewise guaranteed that their Los Angeles, California home is a local area property. The reports were submitted on Tuesday, with their authority date of partition recorded as December 31, 2023. The couple share no youngsters together. Brian additionally took to Instagram on Tuesday to illuminate adherents that he had decided to end his marriage. In a text post, the Miami local expressed, "In the event that you've been following me for some time, you realize I could do without to put my own undertakings via virtual entertainment and like to save a place of refuge for our loved ones. A large number of you know me as a bone and joint specialist, and furthermore as a spouse, my proudest job up to this point. After over 4 years of marriage, Rachel and I have pursued the hard decision to head out in different directions and begin once more." He closed, "My folks have been hitched perpetually, and I'm a family man, yet at times cherishing yourself and your accomplice implies you should give up." Brian requested that his fans regard their space as they keep on sorting out their subsequent stages. Concerning Rachel, the previous lead shared a video gathering to her Instagram feed throughout the end of the week, where fans began scrutinizing her relationship status. Subsequent to seeing she and Brian had not shared a lot together via virtual entertainment as of late, she pronounced in her subtitle that 2023 was certainly one of the hardest long stretches of her life. Rachel presently can't seem to freely address the separation via web-based entertainment. Rachel left a mark on the world as the main dark lead of The Single Girl after beforehand showing up on Scratch Files' Time of the Lone Wolf. She actually shows up in the Lone Wolf establishment while plunging her toes into different pieces of the diversion business, including being a reporter for additional television. Preceding her profession in media, she provided legal counsel at Cooper and Scully in Dallas, Texas, zeroing in on common protection suit. She at present has the higher learning with Van Lathan and Rachel Lindsay web recording, where the co-hosts plunge into the most well-known subjects about dark culture. Rachel has likewise delivered 2 books since her experience on The Single Girl, including one fiction novel, Genuine Love, and an assortment of expositions named Miss Me With That, Quick Reactions, Supportive Goodies, and a couple of hard insights. Brian Abasolo is a bone and joint specialist from Florida. He was likewise a challenger on Rachel Lindsay's Time of the Unhitched Female. He is the organizer and proprietor of the Miami Circle and Laser Treatment Center, where he assists individuals with incapacitating neck and back torment recover control of their lives with non-careful and sans drug medicines. On August 7, 2017, Rachel's season closed and it was uncovered she picked Brian as the victor. Toward the finish of the time finale, it was declared Rachel and Brian became locked in. On August 24, 2019, Rachel and Brian secured the bunch at Royalton Suites in Cancun, Mexico. Only months before their 3rd commemoration, Brian let us know week by week, "We just got a ton of incredible things moving on. Our vocations are prospering, we're both in a decent spot. We have another house, we have our canines, kids are in our future too. I feel like it's been quite a while, however at that point when we truly consider it, time has flown by too." Before their split, Rachel and Brian lived separated in light of the fact that the previous single girl's occupation with additional television kept her in Los Angeles. In the meantime, Brian works as a alignment specialist business in Miami. "I didn't move to LA since I simply love the city," Rachel told her better half on his Dr. Ab's Healthcast digital recording. "You're zeroing in on your training and building it to a spot you maintain that it should be. I'm here in LA working for Extra and doing different things, and we're doing this to ultimately unite ourselves." Brian said he was glad for Rachel to do her thing in California while he maintained his Florida business, noticing, "You're killing it at the present time, and I love it. The Then Lovebirds underscored that they don't anticipate living separated always, and that there are no designs for separate from here on out. We know where we're going, and we understand what we're attempting to work as Abasolos, said Rachel. I can see from the external searching by the way it's like, amazing. When Rachel was on the show she discussed not having any desire to put her profession over her better half. Be that as it may, indeed, I'm not putting my vocation over my significant other. I'm putting my family first. Some portion of that is setting us in a situation to succeed and set our family in the best position. You know, marriage has highs and lows, however no one can tell when we're great or when we're not on the grounds that we never put it out there. I sort of like to keep it as such, so when I need to share something, I do. At that point, bits of gossip were whirling that the two might be separating because of their remote relationship. In the long run, there had all the earmarks of being some precision in the reports. On January 2, 2024, Brian sought legal separation from Rachel. He recorded their date of partition as December 31, 2023.